We're going to be making pancakes today in honour of Shrove Tuesday, although I think it's a shame that we don't eat pancakes more often in this country because they're really, really versatile and we all eat crêpes when we're in holiday in France, but for some reason we just save them for once a year here. So if you enjoy these, maybe you can have a go at making them into something else. You just need milk, flour and eggs. Some people use a little bit of melted butter or some oil, but I think that makes the pancake slightly too rich. You want it to be quite almost Puritan in spirit, and then you can just put loads and loads of sugar on top. You need 125 grams of plain flour, 225 millilitres of milk, and I'm going to use 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. The reason for this is because egg yolks, obviously the rich flavour of the eggs comes from. If you add another white, then it tends to make the pancake itself slightly rubbery, so you just get that nice flavour with none of the texture of the white. Whisk together the eggs and the milk and then add your flour. I find it easier to do that a little bit at a time. If you do it all at once, then it's easier to get a lumpy batter. Then add a pinch of salt. You can use the batter straight away if you're in a hurry, but I've actually found that, like Hugh Fearnley-Whittingstall says, leaving the batter to stand for about half an hour helps the flour to absorb more water, and it also tends to get rid of any air bubbles, so you tend to get a better textured pancake. To cook your pancakes, you want a heavy based pan, if possible. About 20 centimetres is the optimum size, I think, for one person. So just add a little bit of butter. You just want to coat the base of the pan. If you add too much butter, then you're going to be effectively shallow frying the pancakes and you're going to get something that's a little bit more like a fritter. So once your butter's melted, just swirl your pan to coat it. If you've got any extra butter in there, just tip it out. You might need to use it later. I actually like my pancakes slightly crispy on the edges. So that's why I've decided to turn the heat up slightly. Once they begin to sizzle, you can just take these little bits out of the pan. Not quite as much batter as you would think would make a pancake. Now it's very important to very quickly swirl it around to coat the pan, because obviously as soon as it hits the pan, if it's hot enough, then it's going to start setting. It's really useful to have a silicone spatula for pancakes because it just enables you to loosen the edges like this. So once it's cooked all the way through, you're going to attempt to flip it, and it's all in the wrist. The best way to keep them from going soggy is just to layer them up on a warm plate with some kitchen roll in between each one, and you can even put them into quite a cool oven if you're making a lot. I'm a lemon and sugar type person. I do like brown sugar, but obviously you can use Nutella or other chocolate spreads, whipped cream, bananas, or because they don't have any sugar in, you can try them with a cheese sauce, with some leeks, with some bacon, wrap them around something like that, or some seafood in a creamy sauce, and then roll them up, put them in the oven like cannelloni, sprinkle them with cheese and bake them, and they're really good.